Come one, come all. We finally here. Pieced everything together. A lot has and a lot hasn't take place so far since Sunday. There has been some moves that hasn't been discussed yet that we already know is going to come. We got clarity on what to expect. And in this live, not only is we going to review some of these clips, offense and defense, in regards to what happened on Sunday, but we're going to talk about the news that had broke yesterday and what's to come from that. And I'm going to expound upon my thoughts from my upload yesterday. Lo, what's going on? Look, y'all. Regardless of what we already knew about this team, that don't make the loss that much easier to digest. People say that when we talk about the performance of the offense and defense, that people are just reacting out of hurt, knee-jerk reactions. Well, let me tell you something. If you've been getting your ass whooped for 30 years, if you've been disappointed for 30 years and you have seen the same signs along their ways like it's been for the last 30 years, you telling me that the people are supposed to react in a manner? I mean, they say that the reaction that they say is knee-jerk is really the most logical reactions. You hear, can Dak? Well, shit, Dak been here damn near 10 years. And it has been the same story. They say, oh, it's Jerry. Well, Jerry's been here for all this time. And they say Jerry towed down maybe another Super Bowl, a chance to build another Super Bowl. They say it's always Jerry this and always Jerry that. And we're going to talk about that too. Don't let me forget that. We're going to talk about that because it does make sense. I heard that Des Bryant interview with I believe it was a Pivot podcast with Ryan Clark, I think it's Fred Taylor. And he kind of confirmed what a lot of Cowboy Nation already knew. All the meddling that he does. Now, they say, yeah, he's supposed to. He's a GM. But yeah, but as a leader, as a GM, Jared, you're not the coach. You're not this. You're supposed to go ahead and make sure that the Cowboys are well equipped to do what the Cowboys should always be well equipped to do, and that's winning. But for these past 30 years, the Cowboys have been nothing but losers. You see other franchises who have been struggling for years and years and years are deciding it or just now starting to turn the corner. You're seeing Cleveland make the playoffs. You've seen the Texans win a playoff game. You just seen all these bum ass quarterbacks winning playoff games, such as Jared Goff. And everybody wants to talk about talent. What good is talent with no leader? What good is talent with a whack culture? You can have all the talent in the world. That don't mean you're going to win. There's teams that are less talented that are still playing. So they can't sit over there and tell me that it's all about talent because it's clearly not. And what Cowboy Nation knows, and for some reason that Jerry and others that talk about it don't know, is that it's more than just being able to draft good, which I can look and I can go ahead and make the case that it ain't been good because the majority of your team has been built upon us drafting. And what did you come with? Losers. So how good is your draft? What? Because you made the Pro Bowl? That don't mean nothing. What? Because what? Because you're putting up stats? That don't mean nothing. How are we basing this talent off, ladies and gentlemen? It's talent because we can go ahead and smoke on the Pats and beat the Giants up and beat the Commanders up. Oh, that's talent, huh? Because you just got a little bit more talent than them. But what about the other teams who got the talent too? And you fold like a lawn chair against. So what is that? Is that talent or they got more talent? They drafting better? Well, what's going on? I think when people talk about talent, I don't think people really understand what's true talent. You got a GM who doesn't understand the dynamic of culture, who doesn't understand the dynamic of winning. Yes, Jerry has been getting in our way. Yeah, he a GM, but there's times where GM got to fall back, right? You hire people in certain positions because you can't do it alone. Am I correct? Yeah. You delegate responsibilities and it becomes a hindrance when after you delegated the responsibilities, you still want to go ahead and put your 2 cents in like you qualified. Jerry, if you thought of yourself that highly, then why the hell is you not head coach? If you thought of yourself so highly, Jerry, you need to focus on being an owner. If Will McClay is the GM, you let Will McClay work with coaches and others to get a coach. If Mike McCarthy has always been your man, you should have been working with Mike and let Will McClay go ahead and look at it the way it's supposed to. Because yeah, they gonna say that Will McClay has his hands and feet on what we do as far as acquiring talent. But you can't tell me that Jerry ain't been overrode or tried to ride over somebody to acquire somebody. If I'm not mistaken, Jerry wanted Johnny Manziel. And they said Stephen Jones wanted Zach Martin. And you had to convince Jerry to get Johnny Manziel. Now, where is Johnny Manziel and where is Zach Martin? As a GM, you're supposed to be well aware of the talent of what you're doing in the fit. But you know why Jerry wanted Johnny Manziel? Because of what Johnny Manziel can do off the field for Jerry. Jerry ain't about no goddamn winning. You can see it now. So they say that if Dan Quinn doesn't get hired, he's coming back. That's a big mistake. When they brought back Mike McCarthy yesterday, it was like, okay. You know, it ain't the worst thing in the world. Yeah. You know, there's worse and maybe who they want, which I hope could be Mike Tomlin, you know, maybe they're gonna give him another year. But we already know some of these common denominators. Is Dak. Dak can't win nothing for it. Dak had 10 years, man. Dak has 10 years to try to do something for you. He has done absolutely nothing for you. We got Jerry Jones. You telling me that in 30 years you can't get to an NFC championship and you didn't have plenty of talented teams to be able to do so, and there's other teams that had less talent and was able to accomplish such feat? And you're going to sit over here and tell me that Jerry doesn't have responsibility in us not getting there. He does. I'm here to say, I'm going to tell you like this, Cowboy Nation. Let me tell you this. We best to hope that Dan Quinn gets hired as a head coach. Because if Dan Quinn gets hired as a head, doesn't get hired and he comes back, it ain't looking too hot. Your best bet of any Dan Quinn success is if for some reason in this off season they have a Seattle Seahawk type acquisition when it comes down to talent up front. That's your only way because Dan Quinn can't coach nothing. Dan Quinn can't coach nothing. Some of the things that we seen with the Atlanta Falcons game against the New England Patriots, we have seen this season. The inability to adjust. How is you was supposed to be one of the better defensive minds in the game, and you up 28-3 on Bill Belichick, and you choke? You didn't close the game out? How is it that everybody that's been around you, whether it be Shanahan and all them and anybody under Shanahan, they keep beating your ass? You telling me that you can't figure them out? You done practice against the scheme and all that, and you can't sit over there and figure out that Da Vinci Code? What kind of defensive coordinator do we got? So you got to hope this off season to maybe have any success is that your talent is just so much better than the others that it gets us wins, right? Because let's be honest with you. For what we know of Dan Quinn these past few years, and for what we've seen in Atlanta and Seattle, let's be honest with you. The Legion of Boom was coaching themselves. When you got rich, you already had ready-made mentalities. Cam Chancellor, Earl Thomas, Richard Sherman, Byron Maxwell, Walter Thurman, Bobby Wagner, KJ Wright. They already had their mentalities because they still kept their mentalities when they left. So that just tells me that they already had ready-made mentalities. Chris Clemens, Bruce Irvin, Brandon Meebane, Tony McDaniel, Big Red Bryant. They already had that mindset. Dan didn't do no coaching. Dan is a player's coach. What did you see? Because Dan Quinn, the same thing that they running with the Legion of Boom, they running here. Dan Quinn ain't doing nothing spectacular. Atlanta, head coach. A shithead coach. He a better defensive coordinator than he is head coach. And we seeing that he ain't. How do you get the talent that you want, but you can't get us past the first round against the Green Bay Packers? You should have been 10 off on that rookie quarterback. Y'all remember what I said? I said that, Jordan Love is not no bum. We know that, though, but Jordan Love ain't pay his dues yet. Jordan Love shouldn't get over us, though. We should be able to go ahead and shut that down. But Jordan Love lit us up on 21 attempts. You know what was so I heard the Mike McCarthy press conference this morning, right? And there was some things that was dumb to me. One, he said that they were playing too fast. How the hell are you playing too fast? You know, you was taught, I'm pretty sure all of us that played was taught to play fast and physical. One of the things that I was taught is, hey, if you miss full speed. How are you playing too fast? If you know your assignments and you know what's expected of you and you execute it as fast as you can, it's always about being first. How are you playing too fast? So that comment didn't make that much. And I look, even though I'm kind of like with the Mike McCarthy, I slept on it. And I still with my stance and said that he should have been fired. I still take on that stance. He should have been fired, y'all. He should have been fired. Look at the culture. They said, look, but this is what's so sad though, right? He said that them boys was prepared. You were prepared and you got your ass beat like this? You were prepared and you got your ass beat like this. I can just imagine. Man, what? You are prepared? Oh, so you don't got talent then. Is that what you're saying? That has to be the case because a prepared team that's supposed to have talent should have beat the Green Bay Packers. That film. Oh my God. Whew. Oh yeah. I'm gonna light his ass up. Oh yeah, don't worry, y'all. I'm gonna light Micah ass up because the same evaluation that I had when because I watched the college film when we drafted him. I'm gonna tell you because I still remember what I said. But I'm concerned about this coaching staff. I am. I don't think this coaching staff can take us there. And your personnel, look, I'm gonna tell you what it is though, right now. Your coaching staff ain't good enough, your personnel ain't good enough. Now let me tell you where I stand. Can I win a championship with Dan Quinn? Man, I don't think so. Could I win a championship with Mike McCarthy if we had a different quarterback and a defensive coordinator? Yeah, I believe so. I believe you could. I believe you could. Can I win a championship with Dak Prescott? Not with him being the main focal. We have to go ahead and be like, hey, we're gonna have to be like Derrick Henry when he was running with Tennessee. You're gonna have to have a running back that does the same thing because you can't win with Dak Prescott leading his team. He chokes in too big of a moment. When the moment gets big, everything goes out the window. Did y'all see how everything that what Dak Prescott would do during the season it went out the window? But look though, but when we were getting blown out and when the pressure was off, you see how he settled in and was able to make some throws and to give us a false illusion that the game was going to be a little bit tighter than what the score indicated. So that tells me no matter what Mike and them do, it's not going to work because when the pressure gets on, he can't handle it. Dak Prescott is weak minded. And one thing for sure that you can't have is a weak minded quarterback in pressure situations. And to skip ahead, that's the reason why I don't want JJ McCarthy. He's for that Michigan quarterback, he's weak minded. But we'll get into that when we talk draft, though. But I don't want him. If they was to get a quarterback, that's the one thing quarterback I don't want. Because I'll dig into that because I really got some things to say on him because I already see it. But yeah, he weak minded. You can't get it done. See, even Jared Goff, even though Jared Goff may not have the talent, Jared Goff is going to continue to go with his game plan even in pressure situations. He has more confidence in him. He has more that pedigree to get whatever the job done. Now, like I said, he don't have the talent like Dak in him, but that mindset is miles apart. Baker Mayfield don't have the talent that Dak Prescott got, but you know Baker Mayfield got that mindset. He think he got that talent though, and he played with the confidence. He played with that mental, and he lit Philadelphia ass up. He lit their ass up. Even Kirk Cousins got better. So you got all these quarterbacks that's evolving, that's sticking with what they do best. But what does Dak Prescott do best? Choke. Have y'all noticed that when we play teams, not only in the playoffs, but in a season that come with a pedigree or that come to play against us, you notice that we always getting blown out? You remember the Denver Bronco game a couple years ago? You remember the Buffalo Bills? They talk about the Detroit win. We should have lost to Detroit. Your team was gonna give up. Your defense was gonna give up 3 games in a row, back to back winning. They was gonna give it back to back for sure. That I'm gonna tell y'all something. This team is not. It's not talented, y'all. The offense got talent on it, but that defense is not talented. It's not talented at all. I can I can go down the list and tell you why the defense is not talented at all. Let's talk real quick. Hey y'all, we're probably gonna be a minute, y'all. So y'all buckle in, y'all, because I ain't even got to the all 22 yet. So we're just gonna be a minute, y'all. So I'm pretty sure y'all don't mind that. But check this out. Let's go down the list. Is Tank talented? Absolutely, but he's old as hell. He get ready. He'll never have a year the way he had in the coming up future. He getting older. He's just not gonna have it. He gonna play good though, but that year that he had was special. We wasted it. Michael Parsons. I told you I was gonna get to him. Now let me tell you about the scouting report that I had for Michael Parsons. I remember it like it was yesterday. So this is what I said about Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is a good linebacker when he is free. Because when he is free, he's able to blitz. He is able to go ahead and get to the ball carrier real quick because of his elite athleticism. But if Michael Parsons has to get off blocks or take on blocks at the linebacker level, he is an average linebacker. That's what I said about Micah. And as I've seen what the 3 years he's been in the league, it has been that so. He can't play defensive end. So you got to understand about Micah. Maybe I need to do a pass rushing thing on Green Bay because Micah's not a good pass rusher. He's not a good pass rusher. They say that he got robbed as an all-pro. I'm going to tell you why Micah Parsons not a good pass rusher because y'all know I could back up everything that I say, including with film. I'm going to tell you why Micah not a good passer. Micah wins off of athleticism, right? So his get off when he's determined, he gonna get off the ball. There's a lot of tackles and there's a lot of interior guards and centers that are not that good. That's why a lot of teams are hiding their like every offensive line does that. If you have a weak spot, you're trying to hide them. So Dan Quinn's job is to go ahead and isolate your best rusher on them. Looks like what they do with Aaron Donald over there with the Rams. So we found a weak link. Like remember, like the Philadelphia Eagles guard, right? Or the tackles. We might go against some weak link tackles, right? Y'all know how we talked about. Y'all remember how we say it because Dan Quinn do it. Remember I talk about in my film session, like this is our weak link right here. Today it's the left tackle. Today is the right guard. Today is the right tackle. So he got to put him on the weak links, and a lot of the times the weak link tackles or guards are inferior athletically. They have horrible technique. They suck. And so you put a superior athlete on them, he doesn't need to shoot hands. But you put Micah Parsons on a technically sound offensive lineman or an offensive lineman that has a good power and has some good strength, like Trent Williams, right? Laramie Tunsil from the Texans. Dawkins. What the hell he do against Dawkins against the Buffalo Bills, right? So, because when he got his pressure against the Buffalo Bills, a lot of it came from the interior. So when you get him on good tackles, right? There's more good tackles, but right now, I'm not, my head ain't there. But when you put him on good tackles, he's nowhere to be found. Now they got the hype. Now remember in training camp when he pretty much threw around Tyron Smith, and Tyron Smith just coming back. I can assure you that if Tyron Smith went against Micah Parsons during the season, Tyron Smith would have beat the shit out of Micah Parsons. I can guarantee you that, ladies and gentlemen. He will beat the hell out of him. Old and all. If he was so superior, if he was so a superior pass rush, then why the hell did he let Zach Tom out of 19-20 pass rush snaps? Why the hell did he let Zach Tom whoop him? He only had one pass rush that was decent. And the coverage broke down, but he had one pass rush that was decent. He let Zach Tom get on him. I don't want to hear about the ball getting out quick. Then win quick. Every other team has to go through that, but they get sacks. There was a fan on one of my videos that said it, and I couldn't agree more. He said that when we go against Micah Parsons, we don't fear Micah Parsons. We go at Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons not putting no fear in you. When you go against Myles Garrett, you like Myles Garrett can put some fear in you. Because look, I looked at that Texans film. That the plan that they had running the ball and going at Myles Garrett, it was a elite plan. that they had. But Larry Tunsil, he did his thing though. But Myles Garrett, you could tell Myles Garrett, let that quarterback hold it for another half second. Myles Garrett was going to be able to do some things. So Myles Garrett, so when you go against elites, right? Because do y'all remember we would consider Jadeveon Clowney one of them elite pass rushers, even though it ain't pan out for him. We've seen Jadeveon Clowney give Tyron Smith some work in the past. You've seen elite pass rushers be able to go ahead and do some elite things. They may not win all the time, but they'll win that time where be like, okay, we holding our own here. When the hell have you seen? What did you see? Okay, so one of the best tackles that we went against this season, Trent Williams. What did Micah Parsons do against Trent? Nothing. Any tackle that has good athleticism and some good power, he out of the picture. Now, granted, there's probably more bad offensive linemen that Micah can beat than they are good. But if I'm going to call you the best, if I'm going to call you one of the best, you have to be able to beat one of the best or beat the best. And I have yet to see Micah Parsons do such thing. So I can't go ahead and call him an elite pass rusher. He's just an elite physical talent. So he's able to use that to get to the quarterback. But he doesn't do anything special. You take away his speed to power. He doesn't use his hands. That's why they cry about, oh, I'm getting all these holding penalties, because he don't use his hands. Max Crosby is a better pass rusher than Micah Parsons. And Micah Parsons is killing Max Crosby with athleticism. But Max Crosby ain't the biggest defensive end in the world. And that's what I'm telling y'all. Just because somebody has an elite athleticism doesn't make them good. And we put Micah at linebacker. You let this same defensive line, let's say for instance, Micah play 80% of linebacker snaps, and you don't have a defensive line that can keep him clean. Micah Parsons will get blocked. He doesn't know how to use his hands. He doesn't know how to shed blocks. If he doesn't beat the blocker to the spot, if he doesn't go ahead and use some finesse to get to the blocker, I don't give a damn how strong people may think Micah is or fast. He will not get there. But at Penn State, when Micah Parsons was free, Micah gonna make all the goddamn plays. But if he ain't free, you're going to be complaining about Micah at linebacker too. So I would advise Jerry Jones to kind of watch out when you think about unloading their Brinks truck for Micah Parsons in the future. I stick to my stance, and I'm going to always stick to my stance. Unless Micah have a come to Jesus moment, I don't want him on my team. I don't want that mentality on my team. I don't want that selfishness on the team. Y'all seen some of the film that I put out? That what you seen was a selfish display. That's what you seen was somebody throwing a whole fit. That's what you seen of somebody who ain't had no heart. Let me tell y'all something, because I got a little pushback on TikTok when I posted a clip. They said that, oh, he dodged the block. Let me tell y'all something. You're supposed to take that on. You're supposed to meet that on. And if he's cut blocking you, then if you're athletic enough, use your hands to stay on your feet. He's athletic enough to use his hands. There's no way that you should go ahead and avoid the blocker like that. My coach said, if you're going to do something like that, you better make the play. But guess what? I'm going to get cussed out, though. Matter of fact, the reason why I got on here, the reason why I had them two plays back to back like that, because it reminded me when I played, there was a defensive end that did just that, and he got cut. When he went around the block, he got cut. In the trenches, it's dirty. It's where the grown man is supposed to be, in the trenches. But Micah do not get dirty. You see it when it's time to get to the pass rusher, when it's time to get to the quarterback. Micah, one of the goodest things smoking. That boy elite looking. But when it's time to play as a teammate to do your job, and not hunt and try to make somebody else's play, he's not willing to do that. He's not willing to do that at all. So how could you go ahead and build a championship defense when the leader and so-called best player of your team, which I don't believe he is soft, is selfish? Point me somebody that's selfish on the Baltimore Ravens. That's supposed to be the star. Is Lamar Jackson selfish? Hell no. Lamar Jackson is going to go ahead and hand the ball to the running back. He don't give a damn about touchdowns. He want to win. That's a selfless player. Name me selfish individuals who win consistently. They don't. You see Max Crosby. You see Myles Garrett. You see, man, I see Myles Garrett. He made he squeezed down and he held the edge. That was one of the most beautiful displays of holding the edge against Larry Tunsil that I have seen this year from a defensive end. That's somebody that plays the run. That's somebody that understands that I'm not a one-dimensional player. Michael's only a one-dimensional player. He wants the big play. If he can't get the big play, he's not going to go ahead and do nothing. You cannot have that mentality on your defense. And if Dan Quinn is coming back, which probably, because who the hell wants, let's be honest with you. If Dan Quinn probably don't go to one of them sorry-ass teams to coach, who the hell want Dan Quinn to coach him? They see what the hell he did with us. You're supposed to be this defensive coordinator. Yeah, you change something around, but you're not winning nothing. You're not winning nothing. If Micah Parsons want to follow you, that tells me, one, he not bought in to the Cowboys. He's just bought in to the brand. He's just bought into himself. He's bought into being able to do what he wants to do. Dan Quinn ain't doing no goddamn coaching, y'all. He letting Micah Parsons do what the hell he wants to do. How is that coaching? I seen, hey, look, I hate to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this. I seen a little thing with Jay Tuck. Jay Tuck said, oh, these guys is millionaires. These guys have brands. Why would you want to go here if you say that he can't play? Why would he? What makes you think you got that? What makes you think they would listen? Nobody is bigger than the coaching. Nobody is bigger than the head. When you go ahead and play football, you automatically understand that, hey, you got to go ahead and answer to some coaching. That's just what it everybody. A real man respects structure. So if this is your coach and he say you do not do that, then don't do it. Or you got to pay the consequences. That's the problem with these soft-ass motherfuckers up out here, man. They don't want to go ahead and hold themselves accountable, and they don't want to go ahead and understand that you're going to have to mind something. You're going to have to mind some business. You're going to have to fall in line to something. I'm on YouTube. I got to fall in line with the community guidelines. I got to mind something. That's the problem. That's why this new generation is soft. When I do my evaluations on talent, I do my evaluations on real football. Some of them may have some type of success because football is soft as hell. It ain't because they're good, because I'm looking at average players have success in this league. A league that back in the day, if them average players would have come, they would have been fizzled out. But if they come now, they're able to go ahead and have success because the league has gone soft. Coaching has gone soft. Players' expectations have gone soft. The players are weak-minded. They soft. No backbone. No heart. Talk all that shit. Micah talk all that shit. Oh, I'm going to make plays. I'm going to have one of my best games. Psh, he was on a milk carton. Bruh made one tackle and one assisted tackle. That's it. against Zach Tom and that sorry-ass tackles that they had. Come on. And I'm supposed to go ahead and accept this man that think he going to bring me a championship? I'm sorry, Dallas. If he's the leader of your team, if he's the leader of your defense, and he continues to have this mindset, Dallas, you will not win nothing with this man. You will not win nothing with this man. I'm sorry. Dak Prescott is not capable of leading this team. You will not win nothing with Dak. How the hell do I get a so-called MVP candidate And when it comes on, all of a sudden, he Joe Flacco. He Joe Flacco. He said, "Do you know where the Muffin Man is? Can you find the Muffin Man? Where? That lives on Prairie Lane." That boy soft, T Dub. Soft, man. Yeah, man. Got him one though, don't he though? That's what I'm saying. Got him one though. I'm talking about Browns though, Flacco, because boy, that was a pathetic performance from a vet quarterback, man. But it's crazy though. It's crazy how probably Jared Goff is gonna have more playoff wins in just 1 year with a new team than Dak Prescott is gonna have in his whole career with the same team. It's crazy how we about to watch Baker Mayfield and Jared Goff go at it. It's supposed to be Dak Prescott and one of them going at it. He hasn't won. He's not a winner. When we look at these players, we got to look at what's their mindset. They're not looking at the mindset. They're not looking at the conditions. They're not looking if they make big plays in big games. They just satisfied with Micah Parsons type players. Who name me a good team Micah Parsons went dumb on? Name me a team that Micah Parsons, a good team that Micah Parsons went dumb on. The Lions, he almost made a bonehead move for us to go ahead and lose the game, dumbass. The Dolphins, he talked all that Lion stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Micah Parsons is supposed to make them type of play. If Micah Parsons is a dog, he's supposed to make them type plays to end the game, whether it be in a run or pass. He's supposed to go ahead and have that impact. But he'll do it against the Chargers, the Seahawks. Come on, bro. Where was this at against the Buffalo Bills? Where was this at against the San Francisco 49ers 3 times? So all that talk, I was hoping Micah Parsons was going to be on that podcast because I for sure was going to be in attendance. I was going to for sure be in attendance, but he didn't want to talk this week, I guess. He's not. When you talk about good, that's somebody that not only has the physical talent, but has the skill, that has the mental makeup. He doesn't have the mental makeup. The man read a couple history books and think he got the mental makeup. He says some of the right things and think he got the mental makeup. He doesn't have it. He gonna come back for Dallas' sake. I would hope so. He ain't never did good at facts, he does. But Mike, Mike's get the blame for allowing this to happen. Mike McCarthy gets the blame for allowing Michael Parsons to do what he do to keep on endorsing Dak Prescott, to let Dan Quinn throw his season away or be a big part of it. That's Mike's fault. Everything starts with the head, and Mike is the head. And if your head don't come out to play and they soft, guess what? Your head's soft too. If your head not disciplined, your leader not disciplined, guess what? Your team gonna follow what that head is. So they can go ahead and tell us. He's what Mike said. Believe in it. Believe. How the hell we gonna believe? Believe in what? What we supposed to believe in? What have you? They gonna make one move, y'all, to get us fired up this year, but that ain't good enough because this team is more than one move away. But let's get into this all 22 film. Dan Quinn, though, I I don't want him back. I really don't. I'm done with Dan Quinn. Like I said, the only way that Dan Quinn will have any type of success, and if you get players that, even with his weak ass schemes, can go ahead and still dominate because they're just that much better than the opposing team. If you don't get that, Dan Quinn is just, they just did that for I don't know what reason. Uh I'm gonna tell you like this: if we play against some good teams, I'm ready for Trey Lance. I watched this Trey Lance film, but before that, let me get this thought off. I watched that Trey Lance film, y'all. I said, bro, I didn't watch the beginning of his career when he got the start. I watched toward the end to see how he was involved. Trey Lance didn't have that much experience playing quarterback. The type of quarterback Trey Lance is, it doesn't fit with Shanahan. That's why he wanted Mac Jones. Just think about what Purdy doing with them right now. That would have been Mac Jones. He has a specific type of quarterback, and Trey Lance is not that type of quarterback. That's why he was able to get rid of him. Trey Lance in this with Mike McCarthy will play some ball. Let me go out. I think he'll play ball. Now, would Trey Lance go through ups and downs? Yeah, but as long as we gave Dak Prescott that room to go ahead and try to develop and grow, we got to do the same thing with Trey. But one thing I see with Trey is the speed. Was there a couple times where the ball placement was a little off? Yeah, but he corrected it toward the end. I've seen Trey Lance make some beautiful throws that Dak couldn't make in tight windows over the linebacker's head. Some beautiful throws. If y'all get a chance and y'all able to come across the game, because they didn't have the all 22, but I was able to watch the game. If you could watch the game, go to his that last start with the Niners versus the Texans in a January, I think of January 2022 or 2021. No, it was 2021. Go to that game, y'all. No, was it 20? It was one of the January. Go to that game and you let me know what you guys think. If you can find it, let me know what you guys think. Because I see a quarterback that needed to be. I'm interested to see how he gonna come out in the preseason. Because that's a long way from what he did. He's been under a year. He had a year to sit to be up under the scheme, be under some real coaching that'll go ahead and teach them mechanics and teach them what to look at and yada yada yada. So who knows? And if you roll with him, you ain't gonna have to pay him no 50 million. I know that. I know that. I know that at least you can get what you're getting from Dak from Trey. It may not be it, see, Trey gonna use more of his legs. See, Trey gonna be the type that's gonna take off. Trey gonna be the type that'll get you 10 carries. That Texas game, he had 8 carries for 31 yards in a rushing touchdown. That's something that this team need. Dak Prescott to go here, he'll take off, and you look up and you look down and you look round and around, and he's still only 2 yards downfield, slow ass. I don't know, Daryl. I don't know if this team talented. The offense got talent on it, but I don't know as a team as a whole on that defense. I don't know if it's talent. I don't know. I don't know. But let's get into this all 22 film. Uh, I kind of talked on this one because I know I wasn't gonna have my notes, so I kind of talked on this one a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of let it talk. But I know the first one I didn't talk, but I talked a little bit on this one, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and play that little audio. Let me go ahead and remove myself so y'all can see it full screen. Give me a sec. There we go. Hey, can y'all still hear me? Put a one in the chat if y'all can still hear me, and I'll get to going. If y'all can still hear me, put a one in the chat. Don't want to get going and y'all can't hear me. Don't want to start cooking and y'all can't hear. There we go. All right. So this is the offense. We doing a little bit of the offense now. Now there was some clips I try to stay away from because I already did it in the Dak and the Micah film, but these are some new clips. So I probably got like 20 clips, about 18 to 20 clips with offense and defense that I put together. So with this, so I wanted to talk about this one because this was part of the reason why we couldn't run the ball. I want you to look at Zach Martin. Look at that. You see that? Look at Zach Martin. That's pathetic. We paid him to make that second level block. He missed that block and he gets over and he gets in the play. Now let's look at Mr. Terrence Steele. Where's the push? He got in Terrence Steele's chest. That's pathetic. That's one of the reasons why we couldn't run the ball. Let's look at your so-called blocking tight end. Now that's decent. That's decent. That's what you want. That's what you want from your tight end. But what these two get who got paid? Look at this. This is part of the reason why we couldn't even run on their side because it was just pathetic. So look, so when I get on here, right, and I pop my stuff on here, right? Here, let me find my volume. When I pop my stuff on here, I understand that it just wasn't Dak that sucked. But Dak had a lot to do with it on the offensive side, but it wasn't just Dak that sucked. Your offensive line, run blocking sucked all year, disappointed me, especially on that right side. The right side was pathetic this year. We just gonna go ahead and just call a ball, strike a strike. That right side has been pathetic this year. Now look on this throw. Should CD had made
Step in and throw, you weenie.
Should CD had make that catch? I mean, yes. Now look, this stunt, the center kind of messed up. Look, he got to pick that up. But look at the quarterback though. People ain't talking about this though, right? Because I seen him on Twitter. There was a few individuals on Twitter that talked about CD not making the catch. We acknowledge that. Y'all know me. I go hard. I give credit where credit to do, and criticism where criticism. Yes, he should have picked this up. Yes, CD should have made that play. But look at your quarterback though. You're not gonna step in it though. You're not gonna step in the throw. Look at that. You're not gonna step in it though. You gonna get hit. Dak Prescott. It's the playoffs, baby. You gonna get touched a little bit. You gonna get touched a little bit. You know, I'm not saying that he could have went on the head and stepped all the way in because he was already in the face though. But you could have put a little bit more and he could have given a little bit better ball. I seen Baldinger also before I got on here. I see he also had this play in there because he knew the throw could have been more thorough. Yeah, he should have made the catch because we're gonna pay CD. He number 88. We expect anybody with an 88 to make tough catches, right? He should have made that throw, even when Dak ain't all the way accurate. Yeah, because there was a few times on here that Dak wasn't all the way accurate, and CD and others had made some tough catches. Because if they didn't make them catches, Dak probably would have threw 6-7 interceptions. When I went back to look at the film, but this was horrible. This has been the highlight all year. Look.
I didn't take notes.
Look at Dak Prescott. I mean, Zach Martin, who we paid. Look how off balance he is.
I didn't take notes, but I wanted to tell y'all this because I know I might forget. You see this box? You see this box? You see that one-on-one?
Facts.
He talking about he a quarterback that's gonna lead us. Why are you running that? Why are you not checking out of that and getting that one-on-one? Why are you not checking out of that and getting that one-on-one?
It's something that I wouldn't expect for Trey Lance to go ahead and have down, but almost a 10-year vet that was under Romo for a year, that's under a so-called QB coaching guru. You telling me that you can run in this box, y'all? Look at this box, y'all. Look at this. You telling me with the two up top and this one-on-one, you telling me that you ain't gonna take this one-on-one? That's what I'm saying with this Dak, bro. Dak should have mentally, he should be over this already. You see Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow ain't been in the league longer than Dak. Joe Burrow, I've seen Joe Burrow plenty of times check out of this and go throw it to Jamar Chase or Higgins quick.
Not checking out of that and getting that one-on-one. Come on. I don't see them content creators. I don't see them radio people talking about this. This is common sense. Look at this heavy box. One-on-one. I just wanted to put that in there because I know I might forget. Look at these idiots. I know Mike McCarthy ain't want that. Look how they so close together. How he got pressed. Something ain't right. That ain't right.
They're gonna try to blame Mike.
Somebody
Look at these
messed
two,
up. You
y'all.
gonna blame that on Mike? That
They
ain't
gonna
Mike's
blame
fault.
Mike.
Look at these idiots
They
talking
gonna blame
about.
Mike for
Come
that.
on,
I know Mike ain't draw that up like that.
look how he get pressed into him though. Look how he get pressed into him, y'all. Look how he gets pressed into him. Let me see if I can show it on this side. Some idiots. Look at that. I just wanted to talk a little bit on here, right? Look, we used to a quarterback play with number 9, regardless of how they want to crucify her or not. We see this box right here.
Look at
Number
this,
9
y'all.
gonna get it out quick
Look
to
at
him.
everybody up.
Boom.
Give it to
And
him
he
quick.
gonna get something.
Get 3 yards.
He froze.
Give it to him quick.
He froze in a
3
moment,
yards.
y'all.
Stay
He
positive.
froze in a moment.
Look how many in this box, y'all.
But he
The
froze in
whole
a
team in the box. The whole team right here, waiting on this. Give it to him quick. Bam. He can get that. He can get a block. It's just one-on-one. He can get that block. It's just one-on-one. Who knows what we can get? It's just simple things like that, y'all. Well, he can't. And Mike and them said that Dak had free reign to check out of plays, to go ahead and go to. You telling me that you ain't got a pass play out of this? He froze in a moment, y'all. We can't win with a quarterback freeze in a moment.
He froze in a moment. But he gonna run in this box. Make that make sense. You gonna blame that on Mike McCarthy for your quarterback being insufficient? No, I'm not. Look at this idiot. Dak, what did you see for you to even make this throw? You're late, you idiot, and you doing on the outside. What? Like, come on.
Shit.
And they said it is, but somebody told me
box.
on Twitter he was balling. Somebody told me on Twitter he was balling, y'all.
Pathetic, I ain't gonna lie. That shit pathetic as hell.
I know I showed this play in the film, but I just had to show it again.
Y'all know I had to double
was trying
back
not to
on
be
this
repetitive, but I just wanted to show you how much of an idiot this.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh my
He's
God.
staring him down.
And they trying to say that he is absolved from blame? Come on, man.
Joe Flacco did this on his last pick against the Texans. Stared him down, pick 6.
We got to be smarter. We got to be better than that. We got to be smarter and better than that.
Look at him. He looking dead.
Sat on it. Boom.
He ain't gonna look him off no nothing.
So Rico Dowdle said on Twitter he got time today. Dude.
Right. Y'all seen that. If y'all on Twitter, I've been trying to be more active on Twitter lately. But Rico Dowdle said he had time. Like he was gonna get at some fans kind of strongly. If you got time, why the hell you couldn't why you couldn't give Dak time too?
Time to pick up a blitz? Sorry ass boy, you couldn't even beat out TP. And you talking about you got time. You got time. Your time is going to the wrong things. You need to be up in the lab.
Do you got 500 yards rushing the Rico?
Lifting some weights.
Sorry ass boy couldn't even beat out TP.
That didn't have time. Sorry ass boy. I can't stand these soft ass players out there want to go in and attack the players. Look at your play. Fundamental, you know he coming.
Don't let these sorry ass players be trying to attack y'all on the social media. They suck.
Come on. Y'all look at hours and hours of film. You have days, weeks, and years.
Y'all telling me that you didn't know that this man get ready to come? They couldn't tell me that with what they got going on, they get ready to take him. You telling me that this extra man that you don't think that he get ready to come? And he's supposed to be professionals, y'all. He's supposed to scan the defense, do the number. You're supposed to know, okay, look, let me tell y'all something. Let me show y'all.
Experience.
It's common sense.
And you can tell he coming.
It's common sense. Look at that. He wasn't gonna come the way he was in lineman, but you can look at him and tell, like, he get ready to maybe try to delay it for a half a second, but he get ready to come. And he didn't know that, and he's seen it till he get past there.
And your sorry ass didn't pick him up. Shut up.
Let me go get my other one. Let me get my other one real quick, y'all. Let me load my other one up. Give me a sec. There we go. All right, y'all, we back. Now here the defense. I think we got about like 10, 11 plays on this one. I think them boys at Mississippi be sending threats. Huh? Woo! Hey, Daryl. At least them physical play. At least that in between a tackle running at minimum. They went on ahead and looked at other teams and thinking that they can do that, knowing good and well. We've been saying what Dak Prescott needs this whole time. Dak needs somebody that can win quick, like a Cole Beasley type of wide receiver. Dak need a running game. Dak needs somebody that can win quick. If Dak would have had a Cole Beasley type, when Dak had that one of his so-called better games against the Packers the first time they played, it was when he had Cole Beasley being able to get it out quick, run a quick little out route and get quick and get a second and 6. And then can run the ball with Zeke and get a third and 2. And they can run the ball again and get a first down. That's what this team missing. They better go get Hunter Renfrow or something like that, because Dak can't throw it to. Hey, look, it was pointless. Mike tried, but he couldn't. Dak can't throw the deep ball. Let's just be real. Dak can't throw the deep ball, because if he could, how the hell he keep missing Cooks? Cooks should have had about 4 more touchdowns this year, y'all. He missed Cooks on the sideline too. So we need big-bodied Cole Beasley type wide receivers, y'all, because what he doing, it's not gonna work. All right, let's get into this. Let's look at this defense, y'all. Look at this. Look how pathetic this is, y'all. Look how pathetic this is, y'all. Look at this. Oh, where your linebackers at? I'll get tired of Clark's sorry ass doing this. Every time you see a hole, Clark's sorry ass. I don't know if I think Clark does that on purpose because he don't want no smoke, running around blocks. I get tired of his sorry ass. Please cut Clark. Cut him. He is sorry as hell. He does this every game. You can see him doing this. Every single game, y'all, you can see him doing this. So you leave this fat hole where that's where you're supposed to be, right there, Clark. He's supposed to scrape over and be right there. Look at this. He's supposed to replace this. Boom. Feel over that. Get over that. Bop. And then you got Marquise Bell getting drugged. Look at this. They punked us, y'all. Look at this. This is pathetic. God. This is pathetic, y'all. This is Bland. This is Bland giving up the outside. Look at him give up the outside, y'all. A corner's supposed to go ahead outside in. He gave up the outside. How the hell you give up the outside? Don't make sense. He got all day. Look at this. Look at this. Getting rowdy. You ain't getting no pressure. You got. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what I seen. I'm gonna tell you what I seen, y'all. I seen a lot of guessing. Oh my God, there was a play. I believe it's one of these plays. Oh my God, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. Gilmore. Oh my God. All I can say is, oh my gosh. But your corners suck this game. I'm gonna tell you what. Your corners was probably the most consistent part of your team, but they got exposed. They got exposed. And they got exposed bad. All of them did. Look at this.
God.
This is horrible. Look at this.
What the hell is Gilmore?
Did y'all see Gilmore? Bro, did y'all see that boy? Like he was lost or something. Like, oh, he went that way. Look at Gilmore. And look at his reaction. Look at him.
What the hell is Gilmore?
And Mike said that they was playing too fast, y'all. Did Mike really say that they was playing too fast? Mike didn't tell us that, y'all. Bro, did you see? I don't think y'all seen Gilmore, y'all. Look at this man.
What the hell is Gilmore?
What the hell is you doing, Gilly?
Left his old ass in the dust.
Wow. That is pathetic. Look at this. You know, sorry ass 11. Where my D tackles at? God, hey. This was one of the first games that I seen on a few occasions where Hank was on his ass this game. Hank was on his ass. Look at this. God. Ain't no linebacker gonna feel. Look at it. Look at your D lineman. Oh my God. Was that Osa? Was that
so
Osa or was that somebody else? I couldn't see. Or was that Gallimore? Either way, look at this.
He's so athletic, but he keep getting cut blocked.
And we say we got talent?
Cut block.
Oh, yeah.
Nice plan by Green Bay, but you don't know how to use your hands? Oh, no, he don't.
Look at that. He's talking about Micah getting cut blocked. Hey, how I was taught to use them hands, hey, they even taught me to be dirty sometime and put that knee in his goddamn helmet and make him not want to do that again. Shit, man, you got to have that physical mindset. Micah Parsons is too damn athletic to be getting cut blocked by these scrub ass blockers. They're not teaching how to go against the cut block. We used to do drills on how to go against the cut block, y'all. They're not doing that no more. I know they're not. They're not doing that on a regular basis. You may see it like a couple times in training camp. They're not doing that on a regular basis. This needed to be done on a regular basis, man. Especially when you're a fast team that get upfield. Look at this. Look at this.
Jesus.
Pathetic. Look, you know who that is, y'all. Mozzie Smith, weak ass. Mozzie Smith, weak ass. Hey, and I seen him when, hey, he ain't no 295. Hey, whatever they did on the, I forgot what they did, like what AI, whatever the hell they be doing, he not 295. He lost weight though. He did lose weight, but he ain't 295. He's still big enough to not be getting done like this. Look at that. If Mozzie would have played that strong, that doesn't get big. He stacks that and he try to bounce us out and that everybody to flow toward there. Why is your linebackers not even touching him? Look at this. They don't want contact, bro. You have to get rid of these linebackers. All of them.
Jesus.
Marquise Bell need to go back to safety. Because as a linebacker, it's not going to cut it. That's pathetic. Is that Micah? Hey, y'all remember what I said, right? You remember what I told y'all earlier? Micah, if Micah's not free, Micah don't have the IQ, bro. He don't have the IQ, but my G. He's a go for it. He don't have the IQ. Micah Parsons can cover. I still believe what I said. He could cover running back out the flat. He could carry a running back 10, 15 yards up the field. He could carry a linebacker 10 to 15 yards down the field. Micah is not a Mike linebacker. So if we're going to, in free agency, we have to find a Mike linebacker, whether that be Overshown, but Overshown got to put that weight on. Overshown to somebody else. Micah most likely will probably end up being your Sam linebacker who will be in downfield situations to cover the running back, to cover the tight ends. Because Micah can do that. I've seen him do it, and I've seen him do it well. He can do that. They need to train him like that in the offseason to get him more acclimated because he hasn't acclimated to covering a lot this year. But he needs to get back to that. I want to see more 3 linebackers, especially if we're supposed to have this so-called defender who can play safety, linebacker, DN, whatever the hell they say he can play. He needs to be able to put in them situations. You need more size on this field. But look at this dumbass, though. Like, why would you even do that? Why would you even do that? Look at this. You ain't going to scrape over. Why would you do that? Why would you do that, Micah? That don't even make sense. And look at him. Look at him skipping. He didn't want smoke, y'all. Y'all want me to show you again? Look at, he didn't want smoke. Look at that. He didn't want smoke, bro. Marquise didn't want smoke. He's soft. He not no linebacker, y'all. I'm sorry. He not. They only do this against teams that's not physical. I haven't seen none of these people do that against physical teams. He didn't want no smoke. Look at Gilly. Bro, what are you doing? Gilly had a horrible game. And run stuff for 2. Gilly made one of the softest tackles that I've ever seen. I think I showed it in the Micah film. One of the softest tackles that I've ever seen. Gilly, why are you even giving up outside leverage? He gave up outside leverage coming in. Look at him. He gave up outside leverage, went in, and he went the outside. Then again, well, Gilly run a 4.940. Look at him getting on block. They don't know how to get on block. They don't know how to go ahead and see it. Their eyes are slow, and even when they do see it, they don't want smoke, y'all. Look at this. They don't want smoke. They don't want smoke. Look at them. You should have seen that and shot your gun and went. You let him seal you off. They don't want smoke, y'all. This team is trash.
Look at him.
Look at your boy. Look at their boy Mozzie.
We guys got reached.
Oh my God.
Damn, Hank false stepped on that.
All right, Levin. What you on? You gonna go inside?
Bro, threw off his back foot, bro, for a tug.
Bro, my G. What? Look at this. What the hell? Whose responsibility is that? Is that his? Was that Marquise? And who's that? Is that Marquise? And they said that he's supposed to be proficient in covering.
Where the pressure at?
You seem like a dumbass safety to me. Look at this. Ain't you supposed to pick that up?
Dang.
You gotta know where your personnel at linebacker, safety, and corner. You gotta know, all right, I gotta pass him off to the outside. All right, I gotta pass him off to the inside. Look like with nobody right there. And you just let him go, no hands on him, no nothing. So it was just Gilly. Gilly took him Was he supposed to come out? Bro, you got some of the dumbest players that I've ever seen.
Where the pressure at?
This is common sense. This is mini camp. You go over this in mini camp. All right, well, if we get trips, if we get dubs, he comes out, he comes in, his responsibility, you don't follow, you do this in mini camp. And you go over this in your walkthrough. You go over this in walkthrough. What the hell are y'all doing in walkthrough? You do this in walkthroughs. Look, that's the fastest you seen Micah run all game, huh? And that's the only pressure his weak ass got. It resulted in a touchdown. Soft ass boy. Look at this. Oh my God. All of us could go ahead and hold hands and kumbaya and go ahead and run through that goddamn hole. Look at this. Ooh, Osa, you got out the gap, bro. Come on. That's pathetic. They ain't playing. You need some bigger D tackles than this, y'all. Was that? Oh my God. Look at your D tackles is trash. They was trash. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I love Osa. Y'all know I love Osa. Y'all know I love Osa. I love Hank. But this team need to go to a 3-4, y'all. This team need to go to a 3-4. This is Elgin Jenkins, I believe. He's a good offensive lineman. Versatile offensive lineman. He's been around for a minute. Backup left tackle, Bakhtiari out. Zach Tom. Who the hell is Zach Tom? You got these no-name ass people blocking you. What the hell is this? Y'all see him? You see this? This is what I mean. Look at this. That's Dorrance. Y'all know I do not want him, but y'all know I don't like Dorrance. Y'all know that. I don't like Dorrance. I ain't talked about him all year. I ain't got nothing good to say about him. Look at that. Look, what your linebackers doing? Oh my God. Did you see that? Bro, your linebacker. Oh my God. This is pathetic. Look at him. Wow. Do y'all not know what a running back is at? Do they not know what a running back is at? What he doing? He don't want no smoke. Did you see that moment of hesitation? Because he didn't want to make the tackle. That moment of hesitation is the reason why he didn't make the play, y'all. And they say we were playing, and Mike McCarthy gonna lie to our face and say that we were playing too fast? Mike McCarthy, you are insulting my intelligence right now. I really want you fired right now for you insulting my intelligence. Do you not know that we look at film too? Look at him. That false step, that moment of hesitation is the reason why he was late and not even be able to get on his tackle, and he was able to go ahead and he get like 10 more yards. The small things, y'all. The small things. Sam, what you on? You don't look like you ready to play anyway. Look at that.
What's Sam Williams doing?
That don't even look like you ain't ready to play. This is not a coach team. And Jerry Jones talking about they want him to come back if you don't get a head coach. Hell no. This is a poorly coached team and a bunch of sorry ass individuals on this team.
What's Sam Williams doing?
Look at Neville. Oh, God damn. Yo. Bland, your tackling was horrible this game. Your run fits was horrible this game. And they want this man back, y'all? Look at the push that they're getting. You see the push that they was getting, y'all? Y'all, what we seen, y'all? Oh my God! Right now, I'm out of words, and y'all know that's hard. I don't know what the hell I was just watching, y'all. This happened all game. This happened all game, y'all. And I can't. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't really say that they quit because they've always been playing like this. Even when we win games, your linebackers play like this. Your D line play like this. Elgin Jenkins, hey, he whooped Hank ass. Look at that. You see that you see the D tackle on the ground? That left D tackle to our side? That's Hank. That's Elgin Jenkins. Elgin Jenkins beat the hell out of him. Him and Osa all game. He's a good offensive lineman. I don't know people don't know too many about him, but that don't mean nothing though. You need bigger boys up front, y'all. We need stronger boys up front. All this 260, all this 295, 305. We want Mozzie to lose this weight. Hell no. I'm telling Mozzie right now, hey, every day, every day you eating Whataburger for dinner and lunch, and you eating hella pork sandwich, and you eating potato chips, all that. We getting you back to 350. Sharif Floyd, Dan Quinn, and Dirk, you are failures for even allowing this boy Mozzie Smith to go ahead and lose that weight. You are a failure for that. I'm sorry. This my G. This is not coach. This ain't the football that I.
What the hell is going?
This ain't even common sense, y'all.
Left his old ass in the dust.
This is not, y'all. I don't even know what to say. Who's giving the signals on defense? Oh my God. I just hope, y'all, I don't give a damn if it's Joe Witt. They got to learn a whole new defense for somebody from the outside. Dan Quinn cannot come back. What did Dan Quinn? Jerry Jones must be like, man, I'm paying him head coach money. I got to at least go with him one more year. That's the wrong thing to think, Jerry. You got fooled, but we all got fooled with Dan Quinn. We not gonna lie. We all got fooled, so I ain't gonna hold that against you. We all thought that Dan Quinn was a solid head coach till we start looking at the film, till we start looking at what he doing with this team, and knew that, hey, can't no good head coach in the world go ahead and allow this team to go ahead and come out like this. What defense in the playoffs did y'all see go out like this? The Browns didn't even go out like this, and they got whooped on. What defense did you see go out like this? Even the Miami Dolphins soft ass. They lost because they were soft, but they didn't go out like this. We can't win no champ. We're not winning no championship with Dan Quinn. I'll just let y'all know right now. Unless they just messed around and just flipped this whole team and got some real, and they stole some players from the Ravens, they stole some players from the Niners, they stole the mindset, they just flipped on, they hit. Unless that happens where we got a Seattle Seahawks defense and we went on ahead and got some real running backs, that's the only way that we can even compete. And I'll let you know. I'll let you know before the season even start if this team got a shot. Because right now, by them bringing Dan Quinn back, this team don't got a shot. Will we win 12 games next year? Probably not. More like the 10 variety. We're not winning 12 next year. Every team that goes against us is getting ready to do this. I mean, with the cap space that we got, how could we expect anything different? They said we ain't got that much cap space. And they got to go ahead and save money for the draft picks. They paying Dan Quinn head coaching money. They're gonna have to pay CD. Micah Parsons get ready to throw a little whole fit about his money pretty soon. So you got to make a decision on that. You got Deron Bland coming up. What you gonna do with him? You gonna let him walk? Where you gonna go? You just pay Diggs. You just pay Steele. You gave Zach Martin extra money. You're paying Dak $60 million. There's a whole lot of free agents on this team that's getting ready to go, whether it be because of the money situation or because they shouldn't even come back, to be honest with you, because you can replace them. And we don't even have that many draft picks, I believe, this year. So what's going on? Is they gonna rely on some compensatory picks that we gonna get? Maybe that ain't good enough. If we're gonna let a lot of these people walk and the money that we have allocated and we're gonna allocate, we need draft picks, y'all. And right now, that's not a luxury for us right now. Right, 60 mil. They need Ravens players, Niners players, in Jesus. Y'all see this? This is pathetic. This is a pathetic excuse for a team. And this goes to show y'all, right, the state of the NFL. And that's why I keep saying, like, yo, when they say that the Dallas Cowboys ain't beat nobody, trust and believe. We ain't beat nobody. Let's go look at who we beat. Let's revisit that real quick. Let's revisit who we beat. So we beat the New York Giants. Whoop-de-doo. We beat the Jets. Whoop-de-doo. With no A-Rod. You got banged out by the Cardinals. We should have known off the rip. We beat out the Patriots. Whoop-de-doo. Then get blown out by the San Francisco 49ers. Then you barely beat the Chargers, weak ass. Then you beat the Rams, who was at that time struggling like crazy. And they had injuries. You got beat by the Eagles. We see how that turned out. You beat the Giants. Okay, I guess. You beat the Panthers. Okay, I guess. Then you beat the Commanders. Okay, I guess. Then you barely beat the Seahawks. 41-35. Then you do what you're supposed to do with the Eagles. Beat them up. Then you got your ass beat by the Buffalo Bills, 31-10. Then you went on ahead and choked against the Miami Dolphins, 22-20. And then you almost choked the Cowboys in the Lions game. So you won by 1 point. And then you went on ahead and beat the Commanders. And then you got your ass beat by the Green Bay Packers. So I believe that when they said that we ain't play nobody, I believe that was very accurate, that we ain't play nobody. I believe that was very accurate. How good is Mike McCarthy and company for us? How good is they for us? Is if when we go against quality teams, we are coming up short. How good are they for us? How really good is their coaching? They say that we was unprepared. To me, I don't know what this was. That defense, that's the same defense that we had. That ain't nothing new. But that offense, though, well, that's the same deck that we always have. If teams played against the Green, if teams played with playoff intensity against the Dallas Cowboys this year, we probably don't win them type of games that we won this year. Look at the cap decisions that Jerry has made, but wanting to talk about the Eagles. Look at the draft decisions that this man made. Schoolmaker, he ain't did nothing. Mozzie did nothing. Overshawn hurt. Fahoku inactive the whole year. Deuce Vaughn give you nothing this year. Eric Scott inactive the whole year. And I seen a comment earlier, Israel Mukwamo and Wanye Thomas didn't even play really this year. And when they did, it looked better than what we had. You want to put Kurtz as some deep safety, but Kurtz tight hip ass that boy couldn't even salsa if you go ahead and gave him lessons for 5 years. Man, I don't know why the hell you had him at deep safety. The decisions that they made regarding this team is pathetic. It's pathetic. This team, where's the talent? Did the defense that you're looking at right now, that look like a talented team to you? No. I look at Lawrence, he got talent. Sam got some talent. Them linebackers, there's no talent there. Gilmore old. Bland is shaky. He's okay, but he needs to be with another lockdown corner. Jordan Lewis, he hit or miss. He definitely got his ass toe up this game. Wilson can't cover. Kirsch can't cover. Hankins can't rush. Micah, just athleticism. You don't play Sam. Fowler can't play the run. Dorrance is supposed to play the run, but suck at the run. Golston, what the hell is he here for? He's supposed to be a good run defender for DN. He ain't been doing that. What the hell is he here for? You want to play him at 3-tech, dumbass. What talent do we got on defense? Even with Diggs come back, I'm still asking you that same question. What talent? Because I don't see none. I don't. I see a dumbass defensive coordinator who just out there for a check. Bro, if you want somebody, bro, then hire me. If all I gotta do is just go ahead and just call random coverages, then why you ain't hiring me? I do that shit. I can do that. We can do that. Y'all can do that. Mike McCarthy, he probably you can see that he really wanted to go to the run game, y'all. He really wanted to go to the run game. But he couldn't. Because you got soft ass Zach Martin, who can't even get to the second level, who is playing lazy this year. He just took that money because he knew his time was going to be coming to an end. Terrence Steele, off balance, overextended in a lot of his reps. Getting his ass beat by people he should not be getting his ass beat by. You paid him like he's supposed to be one of the best right tackles in the league. He failed you. We're relying on Tyron Smith. We can't rely on Tyron Smith. As good as he is, you cannot rely on him. Tyler Biadasz, he didn't play as well as he should have played. Tyler Schmidt, he was fighting, he was battling. He had a good year. Tony Pollard, you paid $10 million for what? Again? You got Rico Dowdle, who said he got time today, but you can't even beat out. That's the reason why. Because you couldn't beat out TP. So that's why you had time today. We kept you on the roster to do this. You can't even pick up in pass protection, but you talking about you got time today. Dak can't even hit Cooks. We get a deep threat that we've been asking for since Genesis and Exodus, and he can't even hit him. You want to give CD the ball in garbage time. CD out here, Fabio in his hair, and instead of worrying about doing what the task is at hand. Mike McCarthy said, I wanted to let him know about the route. Bro, no, you didn't. You know good and well you were trying to keep his head in the game because he know he had sorry-ass Dak playing the quarterback. They want Mike McCarthy back because they know there won't no coaching be done. They say, we like Mike McCarthy. He's not a disciplinarian. You can see by the penalties that we get. Mike McCarthy is not a disciplinarian, so that's why we like Mike. We like Dan Quinn because he's just gonna let us do what we want to do. We enjoyed that. He let us go ahead and do our podcast, sell our stuff, and do everything. We put football second. That's why we love these coaches. They don't love these coaches because of what they bring to the game. They love them because they can do what the hell they want to do. It's like that parent, no matter how wrong you do, you still gonna get cookies tonight. No matter how wrong you do, you still gonna be able to go spend it out of your homie house. No disciplinarian, no discipline, no heart. This team was tougher last year than it was this year. Dak Prescott, all he did was just be an MVP type candidate, all pro candidate to scrub ass teams. Where was my all pro at against Miami? Where is my all pro at against Buffalo? Where is my all pro at against Arizona? Where is my all pro at against Green Bay? He ain't no goddamn all pro. Dak sucks. Well, because he can light up a JV team? Y'all thinking they're good? There's a lot of teams that suck in the NFL. We've seen it this year. Anybody that let the Dallas Cowboys beat on them is a trash-ass team. They ain't got no heart. They sorry, they soft. And you think that we can win a championship with these scrubs? Nah. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, but we can't. I'm not going to go ahead and feed you no feel-good gospel. I'm sorry, I'm not. And I try to be as optimistic that I can be. But the Dallas Cowboys give me no room to be optimistic. Jerry Jones, you should have sat long and harder before you decided to bring Mike back. Because you got to understand what you're bringing back. You only brought him back. I'm going to tell you, even though I believe that Mike made that pitch of running the ball, he's only back because of Dak Prescott is here one more year. If Dak Prescott contract was up, Mike wouldn't even be back. They said that Jerry Jones is scared to rebuild. But what have you built it to be scared to rebuild? What have you built it? A bunch of sorry-ass, soft-ass individuals who can't win big. So what would you rather do? Just play one extra game every year? Or do you want to go ahead and establish and really build a culture that can win 5 to 7 years at minimum? I seen somebody talk about Mike Tomlin as underachieved. Well, you's a goddamn lie. Mike Tomlin sit over there and take that sorry ass team and takes them to the playoffs every year. That team is trash. That quarterback is trash. Najee Harris is trash. They got little crying ass wide receivers, no offensive line, a banged up defense, and they take them to the playoffs. You put Mike McCarthy over there at Pittsburgh, Mike don't even get to the playoffs. Mike might not even win 4 games. Now you put Mike Tomlin over here, I bet you we beat Green Bay. Because Mike ain't playing that shit. Mike not going to play with them. They respect him. They respect his discipline. They say that you can't discipline no millionaires. You's a goddamn lie. Millionaires only got to do with my pockets off the field. But when you on the field, you my player. Is your goal to win? Okay then. Get in line so we can win. Get in line. But they want to talk about all this money. See, that's that soft ass. See, I can't take nobody who still want to go ahead and live in this soft ass world. I refuse to go ahead and evolve act like it's not even involved to downgrade my mind to the way football is being coached and played this year. I'm going to always judge these players on how it's supposed to be judged. And just because somebody has minimum success doesn't mean that they're a good player. It's just that because the standards are so low, they're able to have success. That's it. Could Micah Parsons hang with Ray Lewis in them with this soft ass shit he do? Hell no. Could Micah Parsons hang in that Pittsburgh and Baltimore Ravens type matchup back in the day? Hell no. Willis McGahee would have put them pads in his chest and he would be sitting there crying like a little sissy. He couldn't hang in the physical air. He couldn't hang if Jerome Bettis and them was running at him. He couldn't hang. You think Michael Parsons would have been crying like a little sucker if Hines Ward would have came and cracked him? He couldn't hang with that type of football. He couldn't hang with Brandon Jacobs running at him. He couldn't hang with that type of football. With Tiki Barber. He couldn't hang with that type of football. Brian Resbrook, he couldn't hang with that type of football, y'all. Jeremy Shockey coming at him. He couldn't hang with that type of football, y'all. Clinton Portis running at him. He couldn't hang with that type of football, y'all. He could not hang with that. They get to the second level, boy, they go fold that boy up like a lawn chair. He couldn't hang with that type of football. I sound crazy. You think Michael Parsons can really sit over there and hang with Clinton Portis, Brandon Jacobs, Tiki Barber, Bradshaw, Byron Resbrook? You think that boy could hang? He can't even hang now with Cooks running at him, with Connor running at him. With Aaron Jones, 185-pound running back running at him, you think that he could hang back then with them grown-ass running backs? 210, 215 pounds, ain't sitting there playing no games? You think he could play? You're going to be in for a rude awakening. You got to understand, Trent Williams is a part of that old school football playing in the new school game. So he bringing old school principles here to the new school game, and what did he do against Trent? Should I find that film and pull it up for you? Should I find it and pull it up for you? Mike Oslot giving that boy the business. He's great at what? You got to be trolling me. Daryl, you trolling me, ain't you, man? You trolling me. You just want to get me fired up again, don't you? You trolling me, Daryl, ain't you? This say you trolling me. It's good. If you trolling me, I'll still give you what you want. But this say you trolling me, Daryl. You can't really just tell me. Hold up. This man tell me he great. Hold on. Oh, man, I got time today. I told y'all I did. Give me a second. I told y'all I had time today. He said he great. All right, hold up. Show me this great play, because we got a whole bunch of Micah film on here. Trust and believe that. So I'm gonna need you to show me some great things about Micah. So we're gonna pull it up. All right, man. Even these handful of plays, show me what's great about him. Well, what do you see that's great about Micah? I just want to show me something that's great as we look at this film. I want you to show me what's great, and the reason why I'm doing this though, because I know you're not the only one that thinks like that. Because there's other Cowboy fans that call me crazy, or even that's not Cowboy fans that call me crazy. He said Micah is great, bro. Oh, I think I had got a deep tissue massage this morning, and I can't work out today. I have to be out today. So guess what? Today I got time. so what we saying is that I need to go ahead and go to every pass rush snap that Micah Parsons had, so I can show the world that he not great. Is that what we saying? Because I can go to every pass rush in big time games and show you that that's not him. I could pull up in the Niners game. I could pull up in the Green Bay game. I could pull up in any team that had a good offensive line that was physical, that would beat the hell out of this boy. Is that what we need to do? You got to understand. People remember I sung great things about Micah when he first got in the league. You got to understand that. This is the same people we always in here saying great things about Micah Parsons at once upon at a time, y'all. But as we continue to watch him play, as we continue to go here and gather that data on a player, is he a good player? Is he great? Let's see him back it up. Oh, he talking a big game. Michael, you didn't talk a good game, but we're gonna let you slide. Game 2 happened. Huh? Game 3 happened. Huh? Game 4 happened. So Micah is what, going on year 4 now, y'all? Right? Going on year 4. What have he done to say that he is a great player? What, 13 sacks? How did he get them sacks? How did he get them sacks? Dorrance Armstrong can get 8 sacks. You've seen it. So is Dorrance Armstrong a great player? Come on. So that means Dorrance Armstrong, when he had them 8 sacks last year, Dorrance Armstrong showed that he was great. You telling me that he better than Tank Lawrence? Hell no. Hell no. You telling me you think he better than Tank? You think he better than Tank? Statistics don't mean nothing. What's your statistics in big games? So that means, by your definition, then Dak Prescott is great. Because Dak Prescott had an all-pro year, and he puts up 4,000 yards consistently, or damn near. So that means Dak Prescott is one of the greatest things since sliced bread, if that's our ideology. So what makes him different from Dak Prescott when Dak Prescott got the numbers to go ahead and compete with anybody too? So let me know right here. I want you to go ahead. Let's go step by step. This is great effort by Micah Parsons. This is so great. You see that? It's such great effort. This is what a definition of a great player is, y'all. Y'all know that? He is such great. This is greatness on Micah Parsons' end, y'all. Do you know what you are watching here? You are watching one of the greatest Cowboys to ever put on number 11. You are watching the great. You are watching the great Micah Parsons. We should have known better when he had them allegations against that boy at Penn State. What type of nigga we was dealing with? We should have known better. Look at his greatness. You see how great he is, y'all? How great thou art. Ain't that what they say at church? How great thou art. Look how great that boy is, man. Oh my gosh. You know? You see how quick Micah Parsons got upfield? Only a great man can do that. Huh? You see how much space he left as a defensive end? Only a great man can do that, you know? He's not supposed to go ahead and play running back to pass, right? Because what would that be, right? Because he's just athletic for nothing, right? So by him playing the run first, the inside run, and then if Jordan Love pulls, which we don't see too much evidence of in the film, that, it just makes sense to go ahead and go to Jordan Love first, right? Because he might have had a football, he might have passed the ball, and that could have been a sack that I could have gave for Cowboy Nation, right? Look at how great he is, y'all. Look how great he is. He just gives us sacks, right? He got one more sack than he do last year. That just makes him such greatness. It is so great to have Micah Parsons here, right? We were blessed for him to fall in the draft to us. Why the hell did the other teams pass up on him? Because he was just such greatness, right? Other teams didn't know this potential that Micah had. Look at the greatness on Micah Parsons, y'all. You see how great he is? Well, I'm going to show you how. Oh, my God. He's just so great, y'all. Such greatness. Look at this. I want you to go ahead. Can't no defensive end get off the ball like Micah Parsons. I'll tell you that. Huh? Can't no defensive end get off the ball like Micah Parsons. That just makes him such great, right? What makes him so great is that when we get to big games, he only gets one tackle for assist. He's so great and so tough that he went around this block, y'all. Right? He was so athletic that he didn't need to make it, right? So he said, you know what? I'll go ahead and allow this big ass gap to form, and I'm gonna go around it and make the play behind him because I'm so great. I'm so goddamn great that I know Mozzie Smith gonna get his ass whooped, and I'm still gonna go around the block and chase him instead of taking him on and using your hands and squeezing that down. And if he came inside, we go ahead, man, and squeeze a lot of that space down. Regardless if people didn't know, a defensive end job is to squeeze that space down, y'all, to make it minimal. Because that's part of team defense. But Micah's so great. Why should he go ahead and play team defense, y'all? Do you see how great he shook him? Right? He should play running back. He should go back to his running back roots because he shook that blocker real well, y'all. There's such greatness by Micah Parsons that we're seeing right here. You see that play he made right here? See, if he didn't make the tackle, he was for sure gonna make the tackles 10 yards later. He is so great, y'all. So great. He is so great. I know. At the chapel. He went to Sandusky University, y'all. He is so great. Only the greats come from there, y'all. Only the greats. Only the greats. Only the greats come from there. Only the greatest linebackers, right? You got to know he coming from the Sean Lee University, right? Right? That's why we went there because Sean Lee came from there. Oh, he's going to be greater than Sean Lee. Oh, Sean Lee is half his size and got off blocks better than this sorry ass boy. He half his size and got off blocks better than him. Let me show you. You want to show how much great he is? He's gonna do it again. Look, you see how he shook him? You see how he got jiggy with it at the end? Right? He said, "You try to come hit me? He gave him a little head fake. You see the head? You see that big ass head he got? You see, he gave him that head fake, and he went around him. The play on this side and Micah on this side. Instead of staying even, so he won't be leaving, he went on ahead and played up because he's so great. And he was going to chase him again because Micah is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. And can't no man on earth run away from Micah Parsons. Can't no man on earth block Micah Parsons because he's just so great, y'all. He's so great. Look at that. He said, I'm going to go upfield. I'm going to find you, Jordan Love. I'm going to find you, Jordan Love. I'm going to find you. Like everybody trying to find love, I'm going to find you, Jordan Love. And I'm going to sack you, Jordan Love. Because he's so great. See, now y'all got me. You want to go to this Niner film? Oh, my God. Let's find this Niner film, y'all. You know I had to do it. Let's find this Niner film. Oh, yeah. We're going to do that today. Yeah. We're going to find this Niner film. Let me go back into the archives and find this Niner film. Because he's so great. He's so great, y'all. See, y'all got me started now. Now we got to show you the greatness of Micah Parsons. We going back. We got to go back to the Niners. We got to go back to the Niners, y'all. Oh, my God. I said Cowboys Micah Parsons, all talk and not a defensive end. You ready for it? You ready for that film, buddy? You ready for that film, buddy? It's another great team, y'all. It's another great team. The San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at the greatest thing. Look at Micah. Look how great that boy is. You see him? You see him, that effort that he giving? Look how great 11 is. Oh my gosh. You see, he's so great that he allowed that boy to get in his chest and he take 2 steps back. Not 1 step so I get closer to your heart, but 2 steps back. You see that? Because he's just so good. He's so good, y'all. He's so good. Look at Micah. Oh my gosh. You see how he just so physical? Do you want me to pause it so you can see how he good with his hands he is? Who's winning this battle, y'all? I believe it's the offensive line. You see where his hands is, and you see where the offensive line's hands is. Yeah, only a winner like number 11 can do that, y'all. Only a winner can. Only winner gets wings, as the late Demaryius Thomas would say. Only winner get wings. I told you I got time today. I told you I could back it up with film, y'all. We already did this. This ain't the first time I've been talking about Micah. We've been talking about this boy for 3-4 months. We've been talking about this boy for 3-4 months, y'all. Oh, man. But wait, y'all. There's more. There's more, y'all. I want to show you the greatness of number 11. You see that? You see the greatness of how he got off that block so quick? The greatness. Only a great can do that. Look at that. Let me show you how great he can. Let me show you how. If Micah can do it, no one can. Let me show you something. Is that a tight end? Is that a tight end? Look at that. You go ahead, Micah. You go ahead, Micah. You go ahead with your bad self. Boy, look at it. Look at one of the greatest Cowboys to ever put on a uniform. You go ahead, boy. He's so far off. Look at him. You go ahead, boy. Go ahead with your bad self. Go ahead and knife in there. Oh, look how great he is. He get turned around. You come on, he didn't do that. Micah just turned around on his own. He ain't gonna wash Micah down, is he? Oh my God, he's so great, y'all. He's so great. Look how great he is. Look at that. Oh, that's Trent, ain't it? Damn. Because you use your hands so good, he was able to get you, Micah. Look at that. Whose hole is that? Is that Micah's? That's not Micah's hole, because the greatest player on the Dallas Cowboys would never allow that to happen, y'all. He would never allow that to happen. Michael is playing left D tackle this game. Hank, he was just in Micah's way. Hank was supposed to be on the other side, and Micah was supposed to be on that side. That's why. Don't get it confused, y'all. Micah's a real boy out here in these NFL streets. He a real boy on these NFL streets, y'all. Don't you forget it. Don't you forget it. He got turned around because he was doing the hokey pokey. Look at that. Oh, beautiful edge set, Micah. That was so beautiful. He's so great. Look at that. Look at that. He's so great, y'all. He's so great. You see that? You see all that space he left? He's so great. Who got in him first? Oh, Trent got in him. Where's Micah's hands at? On the outside? Interesting. Because he's so strong, y'all. You see his hand on the outside? Because Micah's so strong, he can get off that block so strong. Because he's number 11, the greatest Cowboy that ever lived. He's better than Lawrence Taylor. You see that? You see that? The D tackle didn't need to save me. I'm Micah Parsons, goddammit. He didn't need to save me. I'm going to set that edge. I'm going to set that edge with perfection and power. I'm not going to let him get in my chest like that, guys. Not going to let him do it. Look at that. You see that? What edge was he going to set? He could have cut back on there. Ain't that y'all think that's edge setting? No. I'm about to give you plenty of examples of real edge setting because that is not it. 1, 2, 3. Micah Parsons, he is it. He's not it. Y'all think that boy? Huh? Look at Micah. You see that boy? You see how great he is? Did you see that though? You didn't see that. Did you see that? That's where you're supposed to be at, Micah. Right there at linebacker, buddy. Right there at linebacker. Gave you perfect. That's where you're supposed to be, buddy. But Micah could play any position. What do you mean? He could play defensive end too. Really? Hell yeah. Look at that. Look at Micah. You go ahead, boy. Go ahead, get that pressure, boy. It's a bad boy right there, man. Y'all see that? DeMarcus Ware couldn't do that. It's a great man. Look at that. I want to set the edge on the 40-yard line, y'all. I set the edge where I want to set the edge at, y'all. Look at that. Look how I'm set that edge. You see where I'm set that edge at, y'all? Like a real boy. Like a real defensive end, I'm going to set that edge right there, y'all. Look at that. Let me show you something. I'm going to be right there. Who's that, Trent Williams? Yes. I'm going to set it right there. I'm going to play corner. Michael said, no. I want to play corner this game. Shoot. Look at it. He right where the corner's at. He played with Bland. He said, Bland, you go play defensive end this game. I got it. I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread. I'm not the first or the last piece of bread. I'm the middle of it, baby. I'm the middle of it, baby. Yeah. Look at that. I'm going to go right here. The big bad Trent, he huffed and he puffed and he couldn't break that brick house of Micah Parsons down. So he went on ahead and said, you know what, Micah, let me go ahead and take you out to play. You've been playing some good football lately. Micah. I'll take you out to play. Oh, my God. I just tripped a little bit. Did I? Was that me tripping? Or was that me almost getting thrown on my ass? Which one was that? Let's see. Well, he said, here, buddy, let me help you fall on your face. But I'm the greatest thing. So I stayed on my feet like a real defensive end supposed to be. You're supposed to stay on your feet, buddy. Yeah. You see it, y'all? The greatest thing. Can't nobody stop. Oh, my God. Is this where he? Oh, Micah. Hold up, Micah. What's going on here? Did we skip the good part? I don't think we skipped the good part, did we there, guys? Oh, you thought the film session was over? Shh. You don't know Micah like I know him, buddy. He has highlight plays everywhere. Look at him. You see that? You see how I set the edge, buddy? Real effort. Who got in who first? We about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, go ahead, buddy. Look at it, Micah. He's setting that edge. Everybody else out. Tim, is Trent Williams looking at them while he's holding on to him? Micah. Look at that. Trent chilling. Micah overextended. Micah, are you trying to get in a effort of who's the strongest and the baddest out there, Micah? Are you frustrated? Huh? Micah, you gonna get out the block and make a play? You gonna walk there, Micah? You thought you was a model or something? Micah. Oh, Micah. Damn. Did you get my boy Leighton hurt too? Because you wanted to go get inside? Micah, for real? Did you do that to my buddy Leighton? We miss you, Layton. Look at that. He went inside, and then your dumbass was right there, Micah, instead of doing your job. God dang it, Micah. But you're the greatest thing since sliced bread. So we'll just take it. You see how he set that edge like a real defensive end, y'all? Look at him. Look at him. Man, he said, I got the B gap, not the C gap. I got the B gap, not the C gap, y'all. I don't want to play defensive end. I only got the B gap. Layton, you got C gap. Well, damn. Guess he's scoring that touchdown there, guys. oh, oh my God. You know why I don't like Micah? Damn. You should know that by now. You should know that by now, there, my dear friend. But for those of y'all who just came in here, don't like Micah because one, he's selfish, and two, he's soft. And three, he always writes checks that his play do not cash. That's why I don't like him, y'all. I don't like him. You know, do I understand that people make mistakes? Yes. Do I understand that players are not perfect and have bad games? Yes. But Micah, you told me, and just like you told America, that you were going to have one of the best games that you could ever play. And what did you do? Have one tackle? You had one tackle, and you had one tackle assisted? Is that what it was? And one pressure against Tom? Is that what it was? One pressure against Tom? Zach Tom. Who the hell is Zach Tom? Y'all know who that is? That sounds like a guy that just came off the street chilling with grandma. And you let Zach Tom beat your ass. And you want to tell me that Micah's the greatest thing since sliced bread, ladies and gentlemen? Nah. Loke said it the best. Who's the best player on this team, on the defense, especially the defensive line, is DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence has backed up everything that he has ever said this year, every game. I can't sit over there and tell you, I don't remember seeing, there's no, matter of fact, there ain't one. There ain't no, I challenge any content creator to find me a bad game this year of DeMarcus Lawrence. You can't find one. I challenge any one of them to find me somebody, radio person, anybody, NFL player, anybody. Find me any bad game this year of DeMarcus Lawrence. I challenge you this also. Find me a bad game of Micah Parsons. Well, you have to look no further. We just looked at two of them right now. You looked at two of them right now. DeMarcus Lawrence said that I'm going to be in that backfield. He said Tank, and Tank backed that up. Tank set the tone. Tank came to play. Tank was responsible for 2-3 of them stops on the first drive alone. Do you see them running at Tank Lawrence? Hell no. Do you see them running at Micah Parsons? Hell yeah. They need to put some respect on DeMarcus Lawrence. I never got it. You want to go ahead and go to Andrew Whitworth. You want to go to DeMarcus Ware and all of them to go ahead and learn how to play defensive end. Well, you got one of the best to ever suit up right next to you, playing with you every single game, going to war with you. Tank Lawrence's hands is ridiculous. That boy technique is ridiculous. Growing, when Tank was first there, There would be coaches that would show Tank Lawrence film in college rooms and the high school rooms, showing his good technique on how to go ahead and go against the run and in the pass. Tank Lawrence was an NFL Network special on how to go ahead and get off blocks and play against the run. He been doing this since he been in here. He been showing me signs that he was him since he been in the league. And even with him being in his 30s, he's still showing that he can still ball and still got tread left on that tire. Tank Lawrence came to play. Where is Micah Parsons at? Following in his footsteps. I'm waiting, y'all. You can't find him. Y'all know last year I was on Tank Lawrence, and y'all know I was on Tank Lawrence line. Y'all remember that? For those y'all who been with me, y'all remember that? I said, Tank, you talk too damn much. You want to keep up with Micah Parsons. You want to rush the passer. Get back to your roots. Tank, listen. Tank got back to his roots and had one of his better seasons. I don't give a damn about no 15 sacks, no 10 sacks. I care about consistency and you wrecking the game. People let stats fool them. They think because he had 10 sacks, 12 sacks, he had an excellent year. I don't mean nothing. A sack is one play. But what about the other 50 to 60 to 70 plays? How did you look? Did you play ball? Did you do your job? And plenty of times you can see on number 11's tape that, yeah, he may have had a sack this game, maybe even two. But there was about 15, 20 plays that we were like, what the hell are you doing, 11? That's not consistency. How could you be, as my leader, as the best player on my team, what do I need from you? Consistency. When I need to play, what do I need you to do? Show up when it matters. Time and time again, we have been asking for Micah Parsons to show up when it matters. When we needed to stop, and he don't give it to us. When we needed to stop against the 49ers last year in the playoffs, did he do it? No. What about the year previous? No. They run at him. As I mentioned before, you want to go ahead and tell you what Micah Parsons is? He's an outside linebacker that needs to be free. And when he's free, he can make all the plays in the world. When he's free to the ball, he can make if it's in front of him, he going to get it. But if he has to get off blocks, whether he's a defensive end or linebacker, he is an average player at best. This is just the facts. His tape over the past 3 years have shown you this. He's not a big player. He may got strength for his size, but he's not a big player. He can't handle Mike. But he's still a linebacker. Whether you want to put him at weak or Sam, he's a linebacker, and you need to put him as such. Stop wasting our time as fans, as consumers of Cowboys content and consumers of Cowboy football since we came out of the cooch. Quit wasting our time by not coaching. How the hell does, when they discredit us and say we're just fans, we don't know what we're talking about, stay on the couch. How could we see that these players are out of position, but the coaches can't see? And the coaches are supposed to go ahead and watch so many hours of film. They're supposed to be doing work that as fans we don't do. How is this possible? How? How do you grow with DeMarcus Ware, who was excellent at using his hands, especially that chop suey move that he loved, especially that swim move that he'll hit you with, especially with that rip move when he bend it. Boy, looking at DeMarcus Ware bend the edge on the offensive tackle was a beautiful sight to see. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? There's film and there's tape of DeMarcus Lawrence and DeMarcus Ware beating the hell out of Trent Williams as a Redskin. But they ain't gonna tell you that, though. They're not gonna tell you that, though. Ware used to give him the business. But you want to say he better than Ware? Ware used to give him the business. Tank used to give him the business. Tank be giving Lane Johnson the business. Where does Micah Parsons give him the business at? He don't give him the business. I want to rock with Micah. Micah's a Cowboy. I rock with the Star. So I love anybody that rock with the Star. But Micah Parsons is the first person at the Star that I can just tell you I do not like. Out of all my years of watching college Cowboys football, and it's been a long time, the majority of my life, I've never said that I do not like. There's been players that was trash, of course, but I've never been like, I do not like him. Micah Parsons is the first ever Cowboy player that I can say that I just do not like him. I came in the game liking him. I said, man, Micah Parsons, my boy's a baller. But then as we got on year 2, I said, but what's going on here? The end of the year 2. And then this year, I'm like, it's not my job to make plays out there. It's their job. I don't give a damn what you say. Let me tell y'all something. When they put on that goddamn star, that's our star. Because Jerry and all them ain't shit without us. We consume it. We watch. We pay the money. We pay for shirts. We pay for jerseys. We come to their functions. Let that stadium be empty for 3 games, and you tell me how that won't hurt them pockets. We make them. I don't give a fuck what nobody of them talking about. We make them. Anybody else that watch them, we make them. If we say, hey, we're not going to another game unless Micah Parsons or Dak Prescott go, and them stadiums are empty, I guarantee you they gone. So when they sit over there and talk reckless, don't take that. I sure won't take it. Y'all put too much love. Y'all more loyal to the Cowboys than you is your woman. Y'all miss a whole bunch of things for the Cowboys. Y'all make a whole bunch of stuff. I done caught many fades of them growing up for the Cowboys. So they can't tell me about my love. They can't tell me that I ain't no Cowboy. When they say the Dallas Cowboys, the logo need to be all of our faces because we make it. And Jerry functions on a business level because of us. If you're going to sell something, you got to have a buyer, right? You got to have consumers, right? You got to have a product that the people want, right? Right. So when Rico Dowdle sit over there talking about he got time, you got time to what? Because you better not be talking to them fans, sorry ass boy. You need to have time to go ahead and put in your craft so you can beat out a wide receiver at running back. Instead of running your goddamn mouth on Twitter. They only answer to people, to illogical questions, to illogical fans. But when you come out and with some comments about why is this, they ain't got nothing to say or they get defensive. Why you get defensive? Because it's the truth. If it wasn't the truth, why you defensive, my guy? Exactly. So they got to keep it real with us. We just want a winner. We just want somebody that's going to play ball. A franchise like the Cowboys, there ain't no way that they should be this long without a Super Bowl appearance. You done got the Niners went to 2 Super Bowls. Pittsburgh done went to a bowl. The New England Patriots done won 6 in this little span. And you gonna tell me that we're supposed to be satisfied with what Jerry and them doing? You's a goddamn lie. You's a goddamn lie. So they better come with it, man. They better come, man. They better come and act like, man, who's supporting them. They better bring a doomsday back up in here. Everybody and their mama know the Cowboys need them a running back. They need them a Zeke. They need them an Emmitt Smith. That's off the rip. That's the Cowboys brand. Physical play. We need an 88. That's off the rip. You need names at the D line. That's off the rip. You need you a lockdown corner. Off the rip. You need you a Darren Woodson. Roy Williams. Off the rip. You need you a Dexter Coakley with some heart. Off the rip. A Sean Lee. Off the rip. So when we talk about that identity, understand what that identity was about. Dallas Cowboys ain't had no suckers. He had them tight ends, Novacek, Witten. We ain't had no suckers. Jerry Jones out there pretty much putting out, as long as it's flashy and win the games it's supposed to, he cool with that. He cool with having suckers out there represent this Cowboy brand. When Micah Parsons get out there and run his mouth and come with a play like that, they don't represent that. They don't represent us. He don't represent us. We want a winner, not no losers. It don't matter what the hell they do. If they ain't get to the Super Bowl this year, NFC Championship ain't what we need. Get to the second round ain't what we want and what we need. We need to get to the goddamn Super Bowl. Quit playing with us like we don't know what we doing. Like we don't know what we saying. They know. Dan Quinn, you bringing all these so-called championship. Let me take me a shit. You bringing these so-called championship level coaches. These so-called championship level coaches getting your ass beat in the first round. That ain't gonna cut it, y'all. That never will cut it. We ain't taking that. And no, we ain't selling. We ain't about to sit over there and catch them dreams and be sold them dreams that you've been selling. This is probably one of the most disappointing L's in Cowboy history. Off of who you're supposed to have, the pedigree that we're supposed to have, whether it be the franchise or whether it be the coaches or these so-called players with this experience. Damone Clark made LSU football look bad. You had 2 linebackers, LSU linebackers, that didn't work out. Stop it. Let's stop going to LSU. Because that ain't working. You know good and well the Minnesota, the Memphis running backs, they like Gibson. They like TP. It's all about the passing attack with them. You know that. Get you a hard-nosed goddamn player up in here and stop playing. Get you somebody that's going to put them pads on them and get that offensive line fired up. You understand that when that running back out there playing ball, putting them pads on them, and they go crazy, that gets the offensive line fired up. Man, that offensive line wasn't fired up all year with TP sorry ass running the ball. They wasn't fired up the whole year. You had to get your excitement and you had to get your excitement generated through CD. If you really look at it, Dak been showing the impatient, being impatient in the pocket all year. It's just that because we went against sorry ass teams, it didn't expose it. He was able to make the play. You got to understand that Lions team, that secondary is sorry. They supposed to do that. Dak was supposed to do that with that sorry ass secondary. That secondary is sorry. You telling me that Cameron Sutton is your best corner on that team? Come on. And you telling me I wish Sheedy would get locked up about Cameron Sutton. Then we'll be having a whole nother conversation right now about his ass too. We need tough people. They don't have the capacity, and I'm talking about your coaches, to get them tough. So what do? You need to get already tough players. I'll give you an example. That Michigan running back. He may be short, but he's tough. You see the way he play. He's tough. When we got Dez Bryant, you can see the passion and the toughness in his play. Tough. You need to get tough identity players. Ready-made. All that talking that Ron Curse do, shut the hell up. You've been talking for 2-3 years now, and you ain't did nothing. When the last time his ass made a play? Sit your ass down somewhere. When the fans was coming at you, you want to get defensive. You want to get on the Twitter, man. Shut the hell up. Ain't he gone? If his contract up, I don't want him back. Send his ass on. What we did with him is a miracle. This Cowboy team is not as close as Jerry Jones wants to portray it. It's not as close as Jerry Jones wanted to portray it, ladies and gentlemen. It's not. They got work to do. And if you're going to get it, it cannot just be through the draft. You have to make some real trades, you have to make some tough moves this year. If you want to win, you have to make a couple tough moves this year. That's going to be like, whoa, you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to take that chance in free agency. You're going to have to do it. We can't trust you in the draft. This is what happened with the draft. You're going to have to make the moves, y'all. If you can't make the moves, bro, this team, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you. If this team, the majority of ways, stay the way that it is right now, including Dan Quinn, we're not making the playoffs next year. I'm sure that schedule is going to be a little bit harder than it was this year. And if the team don't make drastic improvements up front, acquiring a running back, getting some real coaching for your up fronts, for your front sevens at linebacker, D-line, offensive line, and your offensive line after getting out of their lazy ass habits and getting to the second level. Your defensive line don't start playing better against the run. It's not going to happen. What the Lions been building, it's been building like that for a couple years. You honestly think that you can get this soft ass team to go ahead and come together in one off season to go ahead and all of a sudden be physical? No. You got to do it like the Sacramento Kings. What do? Get all them sorry ass players up out of there and build around the tough minded ones and get you a whole new culture like what they did with Mike Brown and them. You got to do that same thing with the Cowboys. And if you got the talent the way that they say that he do, all this rebuilding, it won't be rebuilding because it'd be a fresh culture, a brand new and new expectations. But they used to being lazy out there. They used to being undisciplined. They used to doing what they want. That's why they want these coaches back. Not because they're good. It's because they're going to let them do what they want. And we see where that goes. That's all I'm saying, y'all. But, yeah. But anywho, that's it for today. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Y'all coming back on the playback. Or if you guys haven't done so now, please hit that like button. And we got a whole lot more coming at y'all. But until next time, y'all, we gone.